I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We are joined by Fumi Coquia. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I am great. Now that you're here, please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hello, my name is Fumi Coquia, your local Filipino college cat girl. I'm a variety streamer who does all sorts of things on both YouTube and Twitch.
How long have you been
And also
doing?
I'm on Irium.
Yeah, well, yes, you are on Irium, by the way. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 3 years, actually. It's gonna turn 4 in October. So
Ooh.
actually more like 3.5.
So you're a veteran now.
Oh yeah, I'd say so. I am definitely aiming to do this as long as possible. I enjoy it a lot.
What got you involved in the first place?
Well, actually, I first discovered VTubing through the Guargura meme. Just the one where she just goes, ah. Like, it was just that. I was on the internet in, I don't even remember. It was, 2020 around, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the internet, and I was like, oh, what anime is this? This doesn't look familiar. Because I was looking into, all sorts of popular anime and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, what's a VTuber?
Hold on here. A world-changing event about to happen. What's a VTuber? So,
that's what everyone asks themselves at some point.
Yes, especially folks my age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can safely say that nobody that I know that my age knows what I'm doing, which is fine. Yeah, which is fine. They'll find out later.
Eventually.
Yeah. So, was it something that you fell into wanting to do immediately, or did it take a while to convince yourself?
Well, it took a while to commit myself, actually. I first started on 3D models from Vroid because I used to follow this one Genshin Impact account that was Hilichurl Daily.
Mm.
And they were trying to make a Hilichurl model in Vroid. And I was like, what is a Vroid? I started using it, and later on, I made my own 2D model.
You just things are just popping up left and right for you at this point.
I mean, it was 2020, the year of the internet.
That's true. Yeah, a lot of. That was the year that, for a while, I actually got paid to not go to work.
Fair.
Which was the only one I'll ever remember.
Still doing school stuff.
Yeah. Nope. So I do school stuff, but I didn't have to work. So there. Now I do have to do double time.
True. I just remembered you can't see my gestures. I did the true gesture, in my hand.
I heard it. I appreciate it. But were you always somebody who wanted to get up and entertain folks?
Actually, oh my god, just random canon events happening in my life. One day, I do cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
One day, I was wearing one of my wigs out to a cafe, and this one woman was like, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing theater?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't thought about it." And then I thought about it. So that's just how it happens. So many canon events that just randomly happen.
I was walking down the street and somebody said, "Would you like to have money?" I thought about it for a while. And I said, "Yeah, I like money." And he gave me a bunch of money. That's having it come to you in the macro sense.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, it certainly it must have caught your favor pretty quickly. Did you do a lot of stage work?
I have been doing kind of community acting for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It was just minor parts, oh, I'm already here. I'll join, why not? And then I was like, okay, maybe I'll take this more seriously, and that ended up starting to be my major in college.
Ah, cool. So, what's it like with having that major in college?
Oh, well, it's actually very interesting because I actually have learned a lot. I was self-taught in the past.
Yeah.
And taking actual acting classes, taking intro classes that teach you a little bit about the history of theater. Mm-hmm. It's all super interesting, and it just got me more into theater.
Oh, it certainly is. I mean, even if you go all the way back to, the Shakespeare stuff, and you realize how those were put on. nothing like you would see now.
Yeah, we even go all the way back to Greece.
Oh yeah, and there was sometimes there's just one person up there doing it, the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how they would have remembered all that. I don't remember any Greek at all. I don't know a thing about it.
Yeah.
But the that type of thing has gone on for so long. We've entertained ourselves that way. Um,
Yeah.
and when you got up on stage for that first time and you saw people looking at you, what happened?
Well, I was like 5, so I was just doing my own thing. I was just like, la-di-da, I'm on stage, I'm in a costume, yippee!
I'm a rock,
and,
yay!
and that kind of energy honestly kind of follows me to this day, especially in VTubing, because I'm literally just like, wow, I'm talking to people through my screen, la-di-da, I'm just kind of here.
And with it, you get to have a character that is representing you, of a model or avatar, and you get to present yourself the way you want to be presented.
Exactly. Yeah, I actually really enjoy that little part of VTubing. It's like I can present myself how I wanted to be presented, like without even not even showing my face. Like that helps to a degree because it's just like I can look how I want. I can kind of show what I want to show.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it's been I think a very positive thing to a lot of people who have had trouble being able to do that in their regular lives.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do this kind of thing for like stage and stuff. Like of course show my face for the stage, and I do cosplay competitions and stuff. I do occasionally post my cosplays with either my face censored or sometimes not even censored if it's something important with the makeup on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just a different kind of experience. Now that I think about it, all my experiences kind of have my face altered in a certain way, whether it be VTuber model or costumes.
You can't prove that any of that is you.
Yeah. No, actually, I am a 50-year-old balding man behind the screen with a voice changer.
Now, I'm a 60-year-old balding man with no voice changer, so see, I got you beat there. The whole concept of cosplay, I'm amazed by that as well. Because are you one of those folks who built your own costumes and props and everything?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I actually been getting into it for the past few years. I compete with my cosplays too. I actually have one coming up. Ooh. And I've actually been sewing it on stream on Irium. I just kind of yap while I sew. It's the sewing machine noises always worry me because sewing machines are loud. So it's like, are you guys okay with the noises?
Oh no, I'm sure they're probably fine with it. They know that you're doing it, and they know that you're cosplay. What was your first cosplay?
My first cosplay ever was Link, specifically Skyward Sword Link from The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. Did you put that one all yourself?
Project.
Did you do
what?
Did you put that one all together yourself?
I actually bought it off Amazon, and it was because we did this thing called Wax Museum at my school, and you had to represent someone or something, and I was representing the history of Nintendo, so I decided, like, hey, dress up as Link. I love Link. That's when I was really getting into Legend of Zelda, so I'm like, it is what it is. I even brought my ocarina, even though it's not the correct game. I play the ocarina, so might as well.
There you go. I can see it right now. Somebody portraying a great politician and an astronaut and a great general and then Link.
And Link.
But you had the ocarina, so you got him beat.
Yeah.
How tough is it to play that?
I remember thing? People would always come to my booth and be like, ocarina time! Or they wouldn't know what it was, so they're like, random instrument time!
Yeah. Oh, thing that you move your fingers on, time! How tough was it to learn that thing?
It was, well, I started with Ocarina tabs, which is basically like, it shows you which holes to cover with your fingers. I still use them to this day for the Ocarina, even though I know how to use sheet music by now. I'm still like, oh, it's just easier. It's still kind of tough to just kind of learn how to use your fingers in that way, because, as it is with any instrument that you use your hands for.
Oh, yeah.
But eventually I got better at it. and I got better ocarinas because I started with my little plastic ocarina that looks like the Ocarina of Time,
Yes.
and now I have more complicated ocarinas. I have a really cute pink one. It's and it has like a rose pattern. I bring it with my Zelda cosplay that I actually made, my adult Zelda from Ocarina of Time.
There you go. When I started, as a kid, we had the flutophone, which is as basic a thing as you could get, plastic flutophone. And then I ended up playing a tenor sax for a couple of years, which, if you're in 5th and 6th grade, that basically was whole notes being held for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't have any tenor sax things for a 6th grader. Didn't get much further with that, so I can appreciate, and I'd look at other people, like someone had a French horn. I'm like, how do you even know how to work those things? And I see somebody with an ocarina. I'm like, where does your hand go?
Oh yeah, I felt that because I've sung actually all of the parts normal female voice can usually sing for a choir.
Oh.
And that includes alto 2 and alto 1, which are the like kind of harmony notes. Yeah. So I get that. I'm just either waiting for my time to come in or just singing the same note over and over.
Yeah, that's true. And those are the folks that you got to, when we were in school, if you were doing like the madrigal stuff, there always was someone who did the bomb. Whichever guy out there had changed his voice enough to where you could get to bomb, you got to be in the madrigals.
That's great. That reminds me of Christmas caroling.
Oh.
In when I was in high school.
Yeah. We and the one thing I hated about, I didn't really get into madrigals because I didn't want to wear the costumes. I didn't want to put my parents through getting that for me at the time.
Oh, I felt that.
Yeah, that would be way too much. Now, get me like a baseball outfit. I would have done that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that would be something different. Take me out to the ball game. Bomb.
Bomb.
Bomb. So for you, an audience is not nerve-inducing?
An audience? Well, in person, it is a little nerve-inducing. But on like as a VTuber, it's actually kind of helping that you don't really see my face. It's just kind of like I am simply a little guy on the internet just having fun, and having an audience, honestly, is kind of fun as a VTuber because it's like, hey, I have someone to chat with.
Yeah.
It's like, this sounds more nerve-inducing actually when I say it, but it's like having like even like if it's just 3 viewers, just 3 people in your room watching you play games or watching you do art. Yeah. That sounds more nerve-inducing, but for me, it's just like, hey, I have friends around me,
We're gonna have you talk yourself right out of doing it. But I always thought that people, and I've heard people say this, that VTubing gives you a chance to be more yourself than you can in person.
I completely agree with that because you don't really have. That's actually a whole thing in the internet in general. You don't have those restrictions you have as a human person.
Right.
You don't have the restrictions of, oh, I don't like going and meeting people in person. Like, because I personally have anxiety about meeting people face to face. But with VTubing, I can meet people from around the world. I can meet just people in general, and I'll be like super happy to see them. It's just such a different environment.
It really is, and the different places that you do stream have different audiences. I think certainly.
Oh yeah, they do.
And then Irium's got its own thing, and it's the one-on-one that you have to keep with everybody in the audience means that you have to be pretty agile, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I honestly, I have been praised in the past for being like, I engage with my audience, even on YouTube and Twitch. A lot of the time, even while I'm gaming, I'm engaging with my audience because I find it really important. Personally, I find it very important to make them feel welcome, make everyone feel like at home.
Yeah, when I was on the radio for a long time, I always took from the older folks, stole from the older folks that I was being a guest. I was invited into their home, and I guess VTubers are invited to people's computers or phones or whatever they use. So,
Oh yeah, totally.
yeah, I'm going to be a good guest. I'm going to be somebody that you want to have back. And
Oh yeah.
obviously, you're at the point now where you have plenty of folks coming back.
Hmm.
Now, when you started having that audience return, and you saw names over and over again, was it kind of an uplifting experience for you, or did you just say, it happens?
No, it definitely was an uplifting experience for me, especially because I still have a viewer on YouTube who goes all the way back to I used to only stream on Twitch back when in my first year of VTubing before I actually kind of hit it well off on YouTube.
Yeah.
Due to some friends I have on YouTube. I was just on Twitch and I would have like 0 viewers and I'd be like, oh, la-di-da, I stream to myself. And then there was this one guy named Shy. They would come into my chat and be like, hi, I'm here. And I'm like, yo, you're back. What's up? And that honestly helped me keep going. So, Shy, if you're here, you slay.
Hey, Shy, good work. And being able to have people coming back and waiting for you, sometimes that adds a bit of responsibility on that you didn't expect. Did you start finding yourself, saying, oh, I have to come on because there's going to be people there?
For me, it's actually more of a I have to be on because, like, I don't want to let myself down. It's less for me, streaming is actually a lot less about other people when it comes to views and more about keeping myself on track because I enjoy doing this. I want to keep enjoying doing this, and sometimes I take long hiatuses because I'm just like, I don't have the energy to stream, and then I come back and I'm like, man, I actually love doing this. I need to keep reminding myself I love this every day.
Yeah.
But the consistency of viewers does, in fact, help with that. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh man, I miss my wife tails. No, I miss my audience. And I'm just like, I want to see them again, so I stream again.
Yeah. It's if someone is not an entertainer in that way, it's hard to describe that to somebody who isn't doing it. It's the feeling that you get is like, I really like doing this, even though if you're frustrated or you haven't had a whole lot of growth recently, or maybe even lost a couple people. I mean, it happens. And or you something that you tried just wasn't your cup of tea when you figured it out after you've already done it. But then the lure of being able to be somebody people can go to for their entertainment just brings you right back to it.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. Especially because I have a community, I have a Discord server and all, and they're always like, hey, how you doing? They're interacting with each other too, but sometimes they'll be like, how are you doing? Where are you? We miss you.
Hello.
And I'm like, oh dang, gotta get up to stream again. And sometimes I hold community nights and stuff.
Yeah.
So they also miss those. So it's also about interacting with the community outside of streams for me as well. As sometimes that sounds parasocial, but in the way of, like, to me personally, it's important to how to keep your community alive is to also interact with them in ways like posting on social media or having a Discord server so you can interact with them personally and stuff.
Right. I don't give that enough shift when I do these interviews, because there's a lot of people who really use their Discords to interact with their folks, their audience, their chat, and how important is it to you to have the Discord set up the way it is right now?
It's very important to me. I've made some of my closest online friends through my Discord server. I met one of them through a different streamer who I'm friends with, and they came into my chat one day because they were curious about me, and we've been like really close friends since. Their name is Luck. I'll see them on my stream. We joke that that we're wives. So I'll be like, well, look, my wife, whenever they come onto stream.
Yeah, it's amazing the type of bond that you end up growing to have with folks that you see every
Yeah.
day, and these are folks uh, that are not necessarily in your continent.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah,
I have some people from far away, and then I always have to keep in mind like, oh wait, it's like midnight for them, and it's like 3 a.m. or something where I am not 3 a.m., but like it's like a certain time of day, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't be awake right now, and I'm like, oh, they cannot be awake right now. They have work.
right, right, and I do that with the interviews too. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have a job where I can do one part of the world before I go to work and one part of the world after I go to work. um,
Oh, that is very
it,
lucky.
it, it does break everything up really nicely, and there's some folks that are in between, and I'm like, what the heck? What am I supposed to do about that? Um, folks who have, there was one person I interviewed that had a time zone that was like 16 and a half hours ahead. I'm like, how do you even function with that?
Was it the Philippines?
No, it's
I know a lot of
it's
what?
Australia. Australia.
Australia. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm just like, because I've known a lot more VTubers in the Philippines recently, and I'm like, wait, my people?
there's a lot of them. There really is. I've talked to several.
Yeah.
It's really become. I'm glad to see because I don't. I've always thought that the Philippines was underrepresented. Um,
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Especially because I actually I've been learning about my culture more recently.
Mhm.
I am the Filipino cat girl, college cat girl, and I like learning about my culture, especially since I hold it so dear to me
Mhm.
as something I connect with other people with.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just hold it dear to me in general. So it's
Yeah.
always nice to know people actually from the Philippines because then I can be like, what is it like there? Like, what's the culture like?
Yeah. Are you going to go there anytime?
Oh, I definitely want to go there at some point.
Yeah.
Of course, like
After all the
I haven't
bills
had
come
the
due.
time recently, the funds, whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm just like someday.
When your transporter powers kick in, you just flip over to there real quick. The One of the things I'm amazed with is you see Filipino culture, but there's like 1,000 cultures. Um,
Oh yeah, there's
Virtually every island has a culture, sometimes more than one.
yeah, the culture specifically, I actually have family back in the Philippines, which
Mhm.
I'll probably visit them when I eventually go to the Philippines. But they're actually in the main area you would think of. Like they're on the same island as Manila.
Mm,
So
yeah, and there's just a lot of if folks if you talk about the the background of the folks in the Philippines, you got virtually every country that tried to expand their empire,
oh yeah, definitely.
including Spain, which might throw some people off. The
Oh yeah.
U.S. more than once, and then the native folks. It's really an amazing group, and I am floored by the amount of talent that folks are being able to show now from the Philippines on these things. Um,
Oh yeah, definitely.
a lot of singers. Are you going to be doing any songs online pretty soon?
Oh, well, I am going to be releasing a cover soon. I've actually done some of the art for the thumbnail on stream.
Ah,
I'm going to be releasing a cover of Idol by OSOB,
excellent.
and it'll come out eventually. I'm still doing like mixing and stuff, so it'll take a while.
Are you doing your own mixing for it?
Oh yeah, I do my own mixing. I have a friend though, who I do eventually want to be able to pay her to do my mixing because I would feel bad like making anyone do mixing for me for free, even if they offer. I'm like, no,
Oh,
I want to be able to give you funds because yeah, it's just
yeah.
important to me
Yeah, well,
to support them.
I've learned that over the years in radio. The dial spinners are the ones that keep you on the air. They make you sound
Exactly.
good. They know how to move those boards. I know enough to get me by over the years
Yeah.
and remotes by myself. I can figure it out a little bit, but I've always wanted to learn how to really, mix the music type things. It's a whole different animal.
Uh, For me, it's a work in progress still, but you can tell how much it's improved throughout. I have a few covers on my channel. You can tell how much both my singing and the mixing has improved throughout the time I've been streaming,
Yeah.
it's been like, oh my god. It's been like 2 years since I started streaming on YouTube and actually having like a bigger audience. It's been like 2 years, and it's like, wow. That's and I believe it's almost been 2 years since I released my first cover.
Ooh. So when you heard the final mix, what did that do to you?
I was really happy with it at the time. Now I look at it, I'm like, I don't like it at all. Ew. But that's part of improvement. As soon as you're like, I do not like how I did this about something, that means you're having a more keen eye on how to improve.
Or you're
I
an
learned
artist.
that about my art and all that. So.
Or you're just an artist, because artists are never finished.
Oh yeah, we're never finished. We'll look at a piece we literally did like yesterday and we'll be like, oh, it needs to be fixed. Or we'll look at one that was made at 3 a.m. and we're like, why is this the best piece I've ever made ever?
And then later in the day, I'm going to erase it.
Yeah.
You'd never satisfied. That's pretty...
I could make a Hamilton joke here.
Make everybody at home make their own Hamilton joke here. Okay. we'll mark that spot for the artistry. Did that come early on for you, or is that something that you picked up later?
That came on for me at around, like, I would say pretty early in life. I would say about 10. When I was 10, I was like, I like drawing. I've actually done a lot of redraws over time of my old art. Like, my first main sketchbook that I had from middle school. I do redraws of it pretty often, and it just helps to see how I improved, because it's just kind of something that's like, okay, I like to do this, and I get discouraged because I think it sucks, and then I'm just like, wait, I keep improving. I'm going to keep doing it so I can keep improving. Have you ever heard of the Fujimoto method?
I have heard of it. I have no idea what it means.
Okay, so creator of Chainsaw Man took an art class and with some older people and was like, if I do not get better than these people by the end of the semester, I will perish and I will make everyone around me perish. And it's like, that's the Fujimoto method. It's just like, okay, I have really high stakes that make me want to get better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's there's pills you can take for that. But yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I'm so bad with art, and I just am not. I don't have the eye that other folks do with it. Unfortunately, I know what I like. I just can't get my fingers to do it.
I completely feel that, because I'll see awesome art online and I'm like, I want to do that, and then I try, and then I'm like, ooh, that does not look good. But that's honestly part of kind of growing as an artist.
Well, I can definitely say that nothing I draw will ever be accused of being artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
There's no intelligence.
Tracing, so close enough.
There's no intelligence involved at all in it. It's just
literally
whatever came to my fingers at the time. That's what I put out there. So, have you been doing any with all your background and all this stuff you're doing? What about voiceover work, voice acting work?
Oh yeah, I do. I actually am in training for becoming a voice actor. That's one of the reasons I've actually been more open about my real life stuff, is because I feel like once I do become a voice actor, it's going to be a Sayu experience. If you know Sayu, well, of course, everyone knows Sayu. Alejandro Saab, voice actor everywhere. I feel like it's going to be that kind of experience.
Now, I've been able to meet some folks who took got into blind auditions and got really big parts in animes.
Oh yeah. I'm currently still honing my skills on figuring out different types of voices, but I kind of daily go onto this specific like audition website, not sponsored, Casting Call Club. But I kind of go on there daily, look for things that I might think fit me, or sometimes things that don't fit me, and I'm just like, I would just want to try it. Maybe it will fit me, and I just don't think it does.
Oh yeah.
Like sometimes I try like more. I usually play younger people when I audition,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I try more adult women.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on the script to me, though.
I could make my own joke about trying adult women too, but I'm going to leave
Ayo!
that one. But the ability to use the voice and keep it going for any period of time is something I haven't been able to figure out. I can't. I could do a little voice for a little while, but when you ask me to bring it back, it's not going to be there.
Oh yeah, that's actually a consistent issue in the voice acting community, and that's why we record references.
Yeah.
We record references of the voice we originally used so that we can listen to it and be like, okay, that's how I did it.
Yeah, but the problem with me is I do hear it back and I just hear myself doing my regular voice.
I honestly really felt that. If you look at my old videos, you'll know how my voice has evolved throughout my VTubing.
Yeah. But I mean, your voice is really good for this. I mean, it's obviously it doesn't take you it doesn't sound like it takes you a lot of effort to project, and it's very welcoming and it's a bouncy type of keep everybody up voice.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, actually, I had a vocal injury around the time I started VTubing, so it's really nice that VTubing was actually really nice for my healing journey. Even though usually you need vocal rest for those kinds of things, it helped me kind of develop my voice better.
So. Well, I mean, it is a tool, and there are muscles in there that you have to work.
Exactly.
And you have to take care of it. Now, you don't swallow razor blades for one thing. Don't do that.
Oh yeah, that would not be fun.
You'll end up sounding like somebody who smoked too many Pall Malls. You don't do that. That hurt.
Geez. I felt that. Yeah. A part of the voice acting journey is figuring out how to do the voice you like to do without killing your throat.
Yeah.
It still happens. You see voice actors are like, I need to go on vocal rest because I damaged my voice during my session yesterday or whatever. And and VTubers too, they're all like that.
Oh
but
yeah.
That's part of the journey, trying to figure out how to do voice without hurting voice.
There's nothing like having a little strain or sprain on there, but it takes forever, it seems, to work itself out. When the few times I had that in radio, I was worried that I would redo it, the injury. So I'd feel a little twinge, and I'm like, oh, be quiet for a while.
Yeah, I actually had a vocal injury last week, so I had to take a week-long break because I coughed. Oh, I was working on a cosplay and there was stuff in the air, like fur, stuff like that. And I coughed so hard, I got a vocal injury, and I was like, oh god. So I took the most intense vocal rest ever. And I was fine by this week.
So when you got, little raspy thing going on, what is your go-to shortcut for being able to go on live on stream?
My go-to shortcut, it's bad, but it's literally drink a lot of water and just ignore it. It's just ignore it and just make sure to drink water and then just ignore it because I don't know, that's bad for you. Don't do what I do.
Well, I mean, water's not going to be bad for you, but do
the water, not the ignoring it thing.
Well, what I would do, and there'd be times, especially when I was doing talk shows, where you had to, if nobody was there, you had to talk. Kind of like Irium, you had to keep talking.
Oh yeah.
I would get a slushie.
Ooh.
And drink that before going on, and that was like putting ice directly on throat inside.
Yeah.
And you didn't get
Oh, sorry, continue.
No, it says you didn't get it covered or coated like you would with a shake or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of iffy about when I doing ices and stuff, slushies and stuff, because specifically before recording, because I learned in my choir years that the cold actually closes up your throat.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah. See, I was just talking, I wasn't singing, so. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
just talking, it's fine.
Yeah, the world is still here, so I wasn't singing.
Oh yeah.
The world did not come to an end. When so I haven't hit a note on purpose since 1983. I hit one every once in
It'd
a
be
while.
like that
If I
sometimes.
hit my knee on something, sometimes I'll hit a note, but I don't know what it is, and I can't hold it for very long.
It's just like that is certainly a note that happened.
I think that was a C plus. And my wife, who is a very great singer, just shakes her head and keeps on doing her artwork.
Oh yeah.
Says, "I married that thing." It keeps going. So what would you say? Now that you're on different platforms, what would you say would be your biggest moment right now as a VTuber?
My biggest moment
Yeah,
recently? Well, or in general,
in general,
like
in general.
okay. In general, my biggest moment was actually back like in my second year
Hmm.
where I started on YouTube.
Hmm.
And I was literally dude, it's literally just canon event after canon event just randomly. I auditioned for a agency and
Hmm.
I was like, "Oh, I want to check out this agency's like VTubers." I checked out one of their VTubers, they were doing a collab, and then they rated into another VTuber who and then the VTuber and I were chatting in chat, like
Hmm.
they were yapping, and then we were having a convo, and they were like, they looked at my profile, and they were like, "Holy crap, you're a VTuber! Everyone go follow them!" And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, well, I mean, you did it right. You didn't go on and say, "Oh, my stream's going on right now," in case somebody wanted to check it out. Don't do that.
Oh yeah, don't do that, guys.
Yeah, that will get you stomped on, and you should be at that point.
Oh yeah, literally.
Yeah,
Of course, in my rules, I don't have a specific rule against mentioning other VTubers. Like, if you do that, then I'll be like, dude, that's not a great move to do. That's a sucky move to do.
yeah,
But like, if you're like, oh, I discovered this VTuber recently, I'm like, all right, send me their link. I
yeah,
want to watch them.
yeah, yeah.
I
There's
love
that's
discovering new VTubers.
yeah. There's ways to do it, and there's ways to bring about what doesn't seem like an advertisement from word one. There's ways to do this, and that 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 kind of unwritten rule stuff. Have you ever been caught up in one of those unwritten rules?
Oh yeah, I've been caught up in some unwritten rules by accident. I'm just like, ooh. It's for example, like sometimes okay, this one is kind of, it's unwritten rule, it makes sense, but it's honestly kind of an accident when I do it. Sometimes I'll bring up like, "Oh hey, I did this commission," and I'm like, "Oops, that's self-advertising." I just like talking about my art, and then I accidentally mention it's a commission, and I'm like, "Ooh."
Well, but it's on your own stream, though. I mean,
Oh, for no, it's sometimes it's in voice chats in
oh,
other servers, and I'm like, "Oop," and then they're like, "Hey, you can't do that," and I'm like, "My bad, bro. Thank you for letting me know." Usually they're super nice about it, like just like, "Hey, you did a thing," and I'm like, "Oopsie, my
yeah,
bad. Let me fix that."
yeah. Let me fix that. Let me post the link here first, and while I'm talking, hey, they're doing it again. They're doing it again. Um, no, there's all sorts of little things. For you, was switching over to YouTube from Twitch when you first did it, or not switching over, but adding it to your repertoire. Was it tough to get your feet down in YouTube, or did the streams kind of end up being the same type of thing?
It was honestly kind of the same for me. I actually enjoyed it a little more, one, because there were people there now, and two, because I knew people. I knew VTubers on the platform rather
Hmm.
than on Twitch, where I didn't know anyone other than my one IRL who actually helped me figure out VTubing.
Yeah.
Like the streaming part, I figured out the modeling part on my own, and then she helped me with the streaming part because she started before me.
Ah, there you
But it was a different experience on YouTube, not in the way of like, oh, everything's set up different, but in the way of it's a different culture,
go. Mm,
especially since it's easier to get discovered.
mm. Yeah, it
Be-
is, and but But it's not so much easier to grow after you get discovered.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Because you gotta keep it going and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have the funniest story about actually growing on YouTube,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden someone just joins and was like, "You are someone I just discovered." So so there is this guy named Charlie Darby. He is my dear friend. He is also my boyfriend. I talk about him a lot. And he was on an alternate account one day, and he saw my thumbnail for my Wind Waker videos, one of my Wind Waker live streams, because I like to draw my live stream thumbnails in MS Paint. They're always pretty funny. I like to do that. It captures the attention. And so he joined, and then he joined my Discord community because he was intrigued, because he discovered me on YouTube.
Yeah. You got him intrigued.
Yeah.
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 You used your wiles, is what you did.
Yeah, I did.
Well, good on him.
And then I ended up, after we started dating, I decided, you're going to become a VTuber with me. So I've done actually a few collabs. They'd be off collabs. I'd set up 2 cameras so that his model would also track.
Yeah. That's
and yeah, we did a couple.
No, so did they go well?
They went actually pretty well. One of them is actually pretty recent. We streamed very silly Smash Bros. Ultimate, aka the modded stuff. Playing as Arlecchino from Genshin Impact instead of Sephiroth in Smash Bros. Is a very funny experience.
Yeah, when you get those mods involved, you can do just about anything you want, as far as that goes.
Oh, absolutely.
So, what made you decide to try out Irium?
Irium? Well, funny story. I originally found out about Irium because I was looking at VTuber auditions. I was there was a point in my life where I was obsessed with trying to audition for every company ever. And I saw it and I was like, oh, new VTubing platform, new agency, let me try it out. I got actually through auditions 2 interviews. I did not pass the interview to be founding.
Yeah.
And then later on, it had been a year. Oh, yeah, I think I actually joined after the 1-year anniversary. I was like, hey, let me try this whole thing as an early access. And it honestly worked really well. And I had some friends on there already, so it was really cool.
Yeah, so, and did it take you a while to get used to that type of streaming? Because it's a different animal, obviously.
Oh yeah, it's a whole different beast.
Yeah.
It actually took me a sec, especially because I was so nervous about on my debut day, I was so nervous about oh god, what if I run out of topics? And then I'm like, no, we were chilling. And also, it's just a chill platform.
Yeah.
And I found out I can shiny hunt Pokemon while I'm on there. There are so many things you can actually do while you're streaming on Irium that help keep the audience engaged.
Yeah.
And it's actually kind of crazy once you figure it out.
Well, there's a lot of people who really push the envelope and are able to do things that maybe most people wouldn't think you're able to do with it. I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to live stream games, as you're playing, but you can have people involved in some games and other ways that keep them involved in things. It's very interesting. I think there's still a lot of things that can be done with it.
Oh, absolutely. I also do sewing on there, and it's very easy. So I like pushing the limits of what you can do on Irium. What is the normal, and what can you actually do?
Okay, this is normal. I'm going to break it.
Oh, literally. John Irium, my beloved.
So the amount of people now that are on Irium is pretty amazing. You're not going to find any time where there isn't at least 1 or 2 people on streaming.
Oh yeah, I'll be awake at 2 a.m., which is a weird time to stream. And then I'll see at least 1 person streaming. Usually 2 people at least are streaming at 2 a.m. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Because since it's US and Canada, at the latest, it's 5 a.m. So I'm like, what are you guys doing awake? I say as I'm awake.
Yes. Well, I talked to someone who's from Hawaii on it. And that's a whole different set up there.
Oh, right, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's like you're talking 5 hours behind me in central U.S. I'm
Ah,
like that's
yeah.
and you're only like one time zone away from the date line.
Oh, yeah.
So it's amazing to me to see how much it's grown, and people are kind of doing it the opposite way that you've done it. They're kind of jumping in on Arium first and then expanding to other things. Um,
Oh, yeah.
if you had that there, would you have liked to have started that way, like started with Arium and then expanded, or is has this been perfectly fine for you the other way around?
Okay. I can see for some people the debut support program would be super helpful, and I'm glad they have it.
Mm,
However, I think the way I started is better because, like, for me personally, because I had the means to actually, like, just start on my own,
uh-huh.
and also the gaming portion of my streams was really important to me in the beginning, because especially back then, I was very shy. Surprisingly. If you could tell, it's surprising. But I didn't really know what to talk about. My first VOD that you can see, you can tell I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, what do I talk about? What is there to talk about? And then it's just like, in the end, like, the way I've evolved because of that
Yeah,
is good. So the gaming was very important in the beginning for me.
yeah. Well, let's talk about that a little bit. What games do you stream?
Oh, games I stream? Well, I usually have one specific game I focus on
Hmm.
as like a series, but also I stream Fortnite with my mods.
Hmm.
Like I'll invite Chart or one of my other mods, Omegs. I'll invite them to play Fortnite with me, or I'll play Splatoon. I haven't done that in a hot minute. I should do that again. And then let me think. I do Hoyoverse games as well.
Ah, okay. All right. Now I see where you're
Let's go
coming
gambling.
from. Yeah, well, the gotcha gets you every once in a while, and you have to just itch it. If you go on Fortnite, please don't hurt my grandson who's getting on it now.
Oh,
And he might just
no
take you out.
mercy.
He might take you out. I watched him play. He's got the headset, the VR headset, and
Ah.
wow, he was taking these people out. I'm like, dude, you're like 10 and a half. Chill.
Yeah, I was lucky I had a knack for it, especially in the season I started,
Mhm.
because I started in the katana season. I don't know if you know anything about that, but there was this one like overpowered katana that
Uh-huh.
everyone would like be like, I need this as soon as the game starts because it's so overpowered, and
Yes.
everyone keeps winning with it.
Yes.
So that helped me get in the groove of it. And then the next season, there were like a few snipers reintroduced, and for some reason, I was very good at that. And I was like, "Huh, the Splatoon is paying off."
Yes, that's true. I like the sniper stuff. When I played uh oh gosh, Fallout, I would like the sniper rifles because you could pick them off from a long distance. Um,
Yeah.
but those games now for me are a little too fast. Fortnite maybe not so much, but the like the Marvel rivals and the and that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Things are moving so fast, I don't even know what's going on, and then the game's over. And
And I sometimes I'm iffy about multiplayer games in the same vein as Fortnite, because I'm like, there are toxic players,
mm,
but I like Fortnite in the way that you're not working you have the option not to work on a team, because sometimes when you work on a team like Marvel Rivals,
mhm.
you get some really toxic players from
Yes,
experience with Overwatch.
yes, yes. It's the same. It's not exactly the same, but it's kind of in that mode. And then you also get some really horrible players,
Oh, absolutely.
which is even worse in some instances than a toxic player.
Oh yeah.
Did you get like like I would show up and like, what am I doing? Oh, I'm dead.
That was me. That's absolutely me.
I should shoot randomly and fall over.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm certainly doing something.
I'll take the bullets while you guys do whatever you need to do.
That's actually, funnily enough, my strat in Overwatch, because I play D.Va, who's a tank.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
a tank who also does pretty decent damage. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's my strat. I take the bullets.
I'm going to run up there and get shot. You guys do the rest of the stuff. So you've got so many stuff, so much things now going. You've got the different streaming platforms. You're going to be ramping up the song stuff. You're trying to get involved in the voice acting. You've still got artwork and stuff you've got going on. What else do you want to do? What do you have time to do?
Oh my god. The what do I have time to do is really accurate. Well, I've actually recently started a whole new social media thing for other stuff that has nothing to do with my VTuber stuff. I'm still going to keep doing my VTuber stuff, very dedicated to that.
Yeah.
But I also have a whole other thing going on that I recently started. It's for... I don't know if you know what kigurumi is.
No.
It's basically, it's kind of a Japanese variation of furries. Or,
okay.
Kigurumi, kimono is the furry ones. Kimono is, for example, have you seen those anime doll heads people would wear?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like those. That's normal kigurumi.
Oh, okay. But this is going to be with the animal types.
Oh yeah, it's with all the animal features and stuff. I actually make them, so
that's cool.
Someday I'll be like, commissions open.
I'm not going to put anything past you because then you'll just do it.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
Don't give Fumi any ideas because Fumi's going to do it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I see it as a challenge.
And it's not like you even look for it; it just kind of shows up.
Oh yeah, definitely. It sometimes just shows up. Like this whole kigurumi thing showed up because I have a mutual art friend, and she has a mutual friend who does kigurumi, and I found out about how to do stuff like that through them, and I'm like, yep, this just popped up. Oh. Random encounter, guys.
Oh yeah, and well, at least that I imagine you can use your cosplay stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the one I'm making is going to be part of a cosplay, so it's very exciting.
There is nothing you can't do.
I've been told that. And the only thing I can't do is eat grapefruit.
Oh.
I'm allergic.
Oh no. No. Well, I mean, there's worse things you could be allergic to, like,
True.
Nuts.
I don't like grapefruit anyway.
Yeah. Grapefruit, you gotta have... In order for me to have grapefruit, it's gotta be by accident.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Or like in some sort of mixture.
Yeah, there's so many other citrus things that I could get before grapefruit.
Oranges, my beloved.
Oranges, tangelos. You can get tangelos. Or those little bitty oranges that don't have any seeds that you can...
Oh, I love those.
You can throw them at people and then they don't get mad because they eat them.
Yeah, it's funny.
That sort of thing. It's been an absolute pleasure talking with you. This has gone by so quick.
Oh yeah.
Folks, you got to check out what Fumi's got going on, because as you've heard over these last several minutes, what a personality and what a talent. You need to know. You need to get in on this. Find out what they've got going on. You'll enjoy yourself immensely, and you'll become a fan, like I've become a fan here over these last several minutes. Thank you so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.